Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 13. So we're right in the middle of the cause and effect essay, and that's what you'll be working on here. You're going to be formulating your rough draft in this unit, and we're going to be preparing your rough draft for the self-edit, we're doing a self-edit in this unit, and then the next one you're going to be doing a peer edit. So we'll be doing a lot of editing. This essay, kind of like the previous one, we're spending multiple modules on, and we're trying to really stretch out that process of pre-writing, rewriting, and then finalizing your copy. So making sure that you're spending a lot more time drafting than you might be used to. And this is the module. Your readings list here is stuff that we have looked at before. Also chapter 15, which is about the introduction, conclusion, and title. I don't think you've been assigned this one yet. And so most of it should be stuff that you're kind of familiar with as part of the writing process, but it does go into more depth of how to really write a good introduction and conclusion, which sometimes students have issues with. Obviously, the writing an essay and then the cause and effect essay sections will also be helpful for you. This is the rough draft information. So again, this is just kind of a list of things that I'm looking for in your rough draft. It should be written as an essay, not as an outline. You want to go back and look at your brainstormer writing plan from Module 11 to make sure that what you're working on is okay, that there's no issues with what you have planned for your essay, and then you can keep working on it. Actually, that might be Module 12. The introduction paragraph, obviously overview of your information, and then your thesis statement will be in the introduction. Body paragraphs will cover the causes and effects, typically as a chain of events type of organization, which basically means you start with causes and move to effects. Typically we want to see it should go kind of in chronological order. So what's the first cause and effect relationship that you see, and then the second, and then the third. Everyone's paragraph or everybody's topic is going to be a little bit different, and that's one of the challenging things of writing a cause and effect essay, is that kind of depending on the topic, you might end up with a lot more causes, a lot more effects. You might end up with like a distinct cause and effect, like linked together and in an order. So this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. Or you may have some stuff that kind of goes together, and then multiple effects as a result. So it really depends on how your topic is put together. And then your conclusion paragraph is also going to kind of go over everything. Obviously, we're working on a draft at this point, so we're not expecting perfection. We're expecting you to just give the information. Same thing that we did for the process essay. You will submit your draft here. This is the submission spot. Start assignment, submit the file, and when you're done, you should see submission details. I don't have an example in here, but you'll see submission details. You click on it, you'll go to view feedback, and then you'll use your DocuViewer to leave yourself an annotation comment. So we did the same thing for the process essay rough draft. You left yourself some comments. We're doing the same type of thing, a few more comments required for this one. It should not take you very long, but basically this is requiring you to read over your own rough draft. So you want to post your draft and then read through it and leave yourself some feedback, even if it's just fairly generalized, like if you didn't finish the conclusion paragraph, obviously at the end you could put no conclusion paragraph or need to finish this or something like that. And that way I know that you have acknowledged my draft is incomplete. So that's something you can do as well. So once you're done with that, the other part of doing self-editing in this unit is going to be to answer the self-edit questions on page 206 in your textbook. And so basically Word document, there are 9 questions. You're going to number them and answer them in complete sentences, and then submit that file. You don't have to submit the essay to this draft or to this submission spot. It's just the answers to the questions. So basically I'm just looking at how thoroughly did you answer the questions, and these are going to be more generalized questions because they're about editing kind of in general, and so they'll really help you to see your essay as a whole, as opposed to when you go in and make feedback comments, you're usually looking at kind of specific issues in the writing itself. The last thing in this unit is mechanics, and this is, we're getting close to the end of the book as far as the grammar sections. So mechanics covers capitalization, titles, minor marks of punctuation, and direct quotations. And so there's gonna be a lot of like punctuation marks and that kind of thing. And so we've got some videos in here for you just to help you out. And obviously you can look through the book, take the quiz, just like you've done before. That will be a part of your assignment. So that's the module. It's right in the middle of what we're working on as far as the cause and effect. We've learned about it. We've started planning it. Now we're drafting it. The next unit, like I said, will be peer editing. And so by the time you get to the point where you're creating the final draft, you should have a lot of feedback. You'll have your feedback from yourself, from me, from your peers, from the writing lab. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to look at. This will be a big essay with a lot of steps involved. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, have a great